And if we continue to put people into office, and that even means some of our skinfolk who definitely are not our kinfolk, such as Byron Donalds, who are going to continue to say that, like, I mean, the fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow, like, is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that that whitewashed you? I'm not really sure, like, what it is.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the DeMarkco Effect, where you get the full effect of me. If you look at our catalog, we cover a good amount of Jasmine Crockett videos. And I seen this video earlier, and it had me thinking, right? Because, for example, who do we know in politics that is married to a white person? I'm pretty sure y'all know. There was a vice president that we had under the Biden administration that was married to a white man, right? There was a woman of the name of Kamala Harris that was running to be our president that was married to a white man that don't have her own kids. Her stepkids is white, and her stepkids is also different. They're different type of people, right? So for her to say Byron Donalds, for her to even say that Byron Daniels, for her to even say that he's whitewashed because he has a white wife, is crazy to me. I'm going to look up his wife and I'm going to see exactly what she's talking about. Yeah, Byron Donalds. For her to say that he's whitewashed because he has a white wife, I think that that's an issue. Because you got to remember, these people are the people that represents our cities and our estates, right? So whether they represent, your local small city, or they represent your bigger city or your state, right? And she represents the state of Texas, right? She's the congresswoman of Texas, right? So we have these people that go on TV and television or YouTube or social media, and they just spew out stuff that just makes you have to question them. I think it goes back deeper into the people that have them in management. Because I even have people on my videos that would say stuff like, "Yeah, you don't even know Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett is better. I actually like Jasmine Crockett, and I'm a white woman, and Jasmine Crockett is what we need." And I'm sitting here looking like, in what way, shape, or form? Like, what are you paying attention to, and what are you looking at? Because when I look at this person right here, all I really see is somebody that's not from the hood, that want to portray that they're from the hood, and they trying to fit in, and they trying to play identity politics. That's what I see with Jasmine Crockett all the time. It seems like identity politics, and for our people, that's something that our people identify with. They identify with identity politics. Barack Obama was a prime example. You got to remember, all of these celebrities and everything that was coming out and saying, "Yeah, I didn't want to miss this historical moment, so I voted for Barack Obama, even though I liked who he was running against. But I just voted for it because I didn't want to say that I voted against the first black president. So I didn't want to be a part of that club, and so I didn't vote for him. So I just voted for him. But then when the second term came around, I really didn't want him, as our president for his second term, because for the first time he really didn't do anything." And that's what was coming out of people's mouths, not my mouth. I was too young to understand all of this presidential stuff and what Barack Obama did and what he didn't do, right? But you would hear people say, "Yeah, if I were to do it again, his second term, I want to just jumped on the bandwagon and voted for Barack Obama, but I just want to be a part of history." So when you see Jasmine Crockett, one thing that these politicians do, and all of them do it, they bring up something that they don't like about a specific person, but that same thing can be applied to one of the people in their party that they're supporting. Because if you're going to go and say, Byron Donalds, he's whitewashed, and we all know why, because he has a white wife. You can say the same thing about Kamala Harris. But what's the point? Why do our people have a problem with somebody marrying or dating somebody outside of the race or different ethnicities? So why is that always a point where we have to bring up, yeah, you know, she dates a Caucasian or he dates a Caucasian woman, so you gotta watch out for him. He might be weird and he might just like white people more than he like black people. What are we talking about? Because we shouldn't really care too much who somebody's dating anyways. Especially if they're doing a good job. Based off of the stuff that I see from Byron Donalds, whenever they're at these Congress meetings, you know, these hearings, and they have to talk to the mayors or governors of these states, Byron Donalds do a good job with asking questions. You know, he did a good job talking to Brandon Johnson and the other, you know, Johnson of the other state, right? With these sanctuary cities. You know, even talking to Michelle Wu of Massachusetts. So he did a good job of talking to these people to where he was drilling them about the illegals. So I don't understand where she's coming from and she's saying, well, his wife he's whitewashed because he's married to a white woman. But obviously, y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. Leave a comment down below. Also, for the person that just subscribed, I love you. And if you already subscribed, you know I love you already. But other than that, have a good evening, good day, good night, good morning, wherever you at. And I'll see y'all.